Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Bridges.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Bridges. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for New York, Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year. With the injuries, you don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
Now, here's Barrett after the miss from Malik Monk. Here's Knox. 5 on the clock. Over Kidd-Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. Monk for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
That's the awareness that Kidd-Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Smith scanning the floor. The pass to Knox. Over to the wing. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely. It's not going to go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now, here's Monk. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Rozier against Smith. And it's Rozier missing.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Randall.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Rozier. Robinson with the block. Here's Knox. Defended by Bridges. And the basket by Knox.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 1. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, G.A., and sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
So it's the Knicks now, after the basket by Charlotte. And here's Smith. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Randall, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on scoring.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Monk. Baseline try. Here's Hernan Gomez. Robinson with the block. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New York. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
Now Barrett. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist missing from long range. That one goes. Count it.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Hornets trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gomez kicks to Monk. The dish to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rozier. That shot no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Knox. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now Rozier. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And Randall throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Now, here's Monk. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Smith, the pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Now, here's Rozier. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Outside for Randall. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randall's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Gomez. Pass to Rozier. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Smith with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Randall. Gomez grabs the miss.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Kid Gilchrist is just awesome on the drive, using his wily arms to get shots past any defender that dares to challenge him.
Smith, the pass to Knox. Kid Gilchrist against Randall. He dishes it to Smith. 6 to shoot. Back to Randall. Pulls up on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hornets trail by 7. And here is Rozier. In the corner, it's Monk. Cans it from downtown. Monk's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Charlotte.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Smith against Rozier. Smith kicks to Randall. Just his first attempt. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Knicks lead by 6. And so here's Charlotte. Rozier looking around. The feed to Kid Gilchrist. Randall with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
They get it back. He feeds it to Robinson. And at last, they get one to fall. Robinson's got 6. And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Payton in for Dennis Smith. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Wayne Bacon's checked in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Malik Monk. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. 6-point game. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
Randall. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets trail by 6, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Rozier against Payton.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter. He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Batum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the pass to Rozier. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Good on the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Batum following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Now Rozier. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. From deep 3-point range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight from 11 feet away. Hornets with the rebound. Over in the corner, Williams gets to the corner and buries it.
Well, it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
The Knicks leading by 8. Payton looking it over. Now here's Bullock, defended by Batum. Bullock passes to Portis. Over Zeller. Nice shot by Portis. And the Knicks lead by 10.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
.122 left in the first quarter. Now here's Rozier. Passes it to Bacon. Payton against Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Batum wide open. He fires. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bullock. Yes, that goes in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stolen by Bullock. Feeds it to Payton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Payton. Greg, Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far, so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
Taj Gibson's checked in for New York. The Hornets also with a sub. Biombo's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, first year for Coach Borrego as a head coach, but he had a solid start. He's from the Popovich coaching tree. He was given the reins of the Hornets, and he was tasked with improving their offense.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Payton against Rozier. Payton passes to Gibson. Here's Portis. Off target from outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Batum for 3. Here's Biombo. Pass to Bacon. Tries yet again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of this game. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Barrett. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Reggie Bullock. Taj Gibson is out there with Portis. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the 1. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Hornets trail by 14. Batum scanning the floor. Kicks to Zeller. Fades and shoots. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, in college, Zeller showed great ability to face up and knock down mid-range jumpers. He's just now doing it more consistently in the pros.
Now here's Payton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Barrett the pass to Gibson. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. Outside Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gibson. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Hornets trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
New York on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Batum dishes to Monk. Pass to Biyombo. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And Batum is good for 3. Batum's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. The pass to Barrett. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Payton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
The first one falls. Knox, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. The Hornets also with a sub. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. Good on both. Hornets trail by 11. Right side, Batum. The shot by Monk is no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Payton attacking. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
2 shots.
That one is off. And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Payton against Batum. Dishes it to Zeller. Back to Batum. Clock at 6. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. From deep. But they recover it. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Biyombo drops them both. The Knicks leading by 10. Smith outside. And Gibson now top the key. Back to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And it's the combination of athleticism, speed, and intelligence Smith Jr. has that's so impressive. Just a dynamic point guard with loads of potential.
Now, here's Barrett. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Barrett the pass to Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
Now here is Robinson. He has 6. Gibson in the post. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Robinson. It's blocked.
Now the length of Kidd-Gilchrist, that's what allows him to catch up with these shots. A sensational shot blocker from behind.
Missed it, even after all those chances. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets, trailing by 10. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Bridges against Gibson. Bridges kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
MKG at his best, putting his head down and attacking the rim, the finish or the free throw.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And both free throws good from Michael Kid Gilchrist.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
Now, here is Smith, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Knox, and it's denied. A second chance effort. Hornets trail by 8. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Really left alone that time. Monk's got 9.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Out to the right wing. Puts it up. New York, no good that time either.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team, that they have the lead anyway.
Up top, Batum, covered by Smith. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
And what focus from Kid Gilchrist, refusing to let the defense alter his shot there.
Smith against Batum. Here's Knox. Outside Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Biyombo. Here's Bridges. That shot off. The Knicks leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Smith isn't afraid of getting hit on the way up, constantly getting into the guts of the D and forcing the issue.
Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
I really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Williams with the block, and he recovers it. Second chance shot. Randall no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Batum in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Smith outside. Morris inside, working on Williams. New York, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Knicks with the lead. Randall with the ball, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Knox the pass to Randall. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here's Monk. He hangs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he's tenacious on the drive, isn't he? I mean, Monk constantly looking to get to the free throw line.
Well, last season, Kev, Malik Monk got more chances on the floor. He still showed a bit of inconsistency, and that's going to be something that he'll have to smooth out with time.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Chris, you forget just how young Monk was when he came into the NBA.
Yeah, true. His game was very raw, and it's still a work in progress, but you see the flashes of what he's capable of. And Kevin, ultimately, you want him to be better on the defensive end as well.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Passes it to Barrett. Here's Morris. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Barrett's got 7 now in this quarter.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Batum with the ball. He's got 10. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum.
And he's matured in this league. I love the way Nick Batum has done a better job of letting the game come to him. It has made him a more overall efficient type wing.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Monk. And he can't hit the second. And Chris, to add to that trend for Batum, last year taking less threes, but making them at a better rate.
Yeah, and he's also had fewer turnovers while still creating just as often for others. When he slows it down and doesn't force things, Kev, that's when Batum is at his best.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Smith against Rozier. Now the dish to Williams. And the rejection by Smith. Pass to Knox from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Knox has got his second bucket tonight.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Now here's Rozier. Count that one. Rozier's got 6.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Another shot. Barrett. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Batum.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Can't cash in from close range. New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Batum with the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Smith outside, pass to Morris, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, Charlotte, 4 games back.
And, you know, for the Hornets, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Batum. He's got 11. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Rozier. He's defended by Randall. It's stolen by Smith. Floats it up for Randall. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
And here's Batum. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. From downtown. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball is moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. You know, it's much easier than contested shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A fantastic first quarter from Julius Randle. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 8 rebounds. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Setting the floor for the Hornets, Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Gomez out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Hornets trail by 8. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Now Monk. Rozier for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Rozier's got 9.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Smith against Rozier. Here's Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 16 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Hornets trail by 7. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Rozier. It's good. Now here is Smith. 7 points in the game. Pass to Randall. Smith against Rozier. Here's Barrett. Gomez grabs the miss. Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Julius Randle picks one up. And for a player like Miles Bridges, the key, Chris, will be for him learning to play without the ball.
Yeah, well, he can finish. I mean, you saw that dunk in the dunk contest last year. But for him, Kevin, I mean, to be at his best, he needs to learn ways to get open and get looks at the rim in a consistent manner.
And he sinks the second.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
Smith finds Robinson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. It's taken away by Smith. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
The timing and anticipation from Smith, looking more committed on defense, an encouraging sign.
Hornets trail by 6. Rozier kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Smith against Rozier. Pass to Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 to shoot. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Back to Knox. Goes up the baseline. He doesn't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. To the inside. And Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
And Kidd-Gilchrist is very skilled at throwing it down. The D can't allow him to get that close to the cup.
Smith against Rozier. Here's Knox, and he uses the glass on the layup. Knox has got 7.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Rozier. He's got 11. Here's Monk. Pass to Gomez. Now Rozier. Gomez passes to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Monk, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Smith against Rozier. There's the pass to Bridges. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. Monk for three. Charlotte with the new shot clock. Hernangomez passes to Kid Gilchrist. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And again, the Hornets missing. New York leading by 8. In the corner, Knox with it. It's tipped. Outside for Robinson. Here's Knox. Defended by Bridges. And the basket by Knox.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Charlotte calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Payton in for Dennis Smith. The Hornets also changing it up. Biombo, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Zeller comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Bacon subbed in for Bridges.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
From about 19 feet, tried to bank it in, but he misses. Hornets trail by 10. Rozier for three. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Rozier with the ball. 11 points in the game. Here's Bacon. And here is Zeller. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Rozier for three. It's rebounded by New York.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Payton against Rozier. Knox the pass to Portis. Offline with his three.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rozier kicks to Biombo. Lets a floater go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And a wide open look for Portis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A 12-point game. Biombo trying to break free. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Payton outside. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biombo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Bacon. Back to Rozier. Biombo dishes to Zeller. The feed now to Biombo. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
First free throw is good. Marcus Morris is checked in for Knox. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Batum's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Knicks leading by 9. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Charlotte on D. Payton passes to Bullock. Zeller against Portis. Back to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Payton? He's averaging 8 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass. Batum's got 13 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Payton. He's got 6. Outside Portis. Morris outside. Back to Portis. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. Portis has got 5 points now this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And Chris, he started last season red hot, but Marcus Morris leveling off a bit as the season wore on.
Yeah, he had a big drop-off in his percentages, Kevin. Not the finish he'd hoped for in a contract year, but still, the last couple of seasons overall, the best numbers of his career.
And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all 3.
Charlotte making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And so Zeller nails both of them. New York leading by 8. Now here's Payton. He's got 6. Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And Williams with the basket on the assist by Martin. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Portis trying to free himself. Payton, that's good. Payton's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hornets trail by 10.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
And New York making a change here. Smith has checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And Monk is an interesting player. A combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Now here is Smith. He's got 7. Here's Bullock. Off target at the rim. Hornets trail by 8. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Whew. I love how hard Smith goes to the rim. Just remarkable at driving to the rack and taking the contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. He's off on the second. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Smith outside. Morris passes to Gibson. Over Williams. And that one's drained from the low block. Gibson's got 4 this quarter. 1:12 left in the 3rd quarter. It's stolen by Smith. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And the heart Smith plays with is incredible. You can try to stop him, but he's committed to scoring.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
There it's checked in for Reggie Bullock. The Hornets also with a sub. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Bacon. Free throw good, Smith. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Down by 12. And good that time. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 10 points in the game.
And Kidd-Gilchrist is very good at finishing through physical contact. In fact, he welcomes the challenge of hitting these shots over the defense.
Portis against Zeller. Morris left side. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hornets trail by 12. Monk for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Barrett slams it in.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Monk with the ball. He's got 13. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Knicks. They lead by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hornets trail by 14. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Floats it up for Randall. Taken away by Williams. And the call will be against Julius Randall. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here are the Hornets now. Monk with the ball. Now Smith defending. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. Over Barrett. They get the rebound.
He's solid on defense right there. It's just solid. Randall showing more versatility on that end of the floor.
And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now, here's Monk, guarded closely. He dishes it to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wonderful concentration from the agile Williams. He's terrific at getting whatever shot he wants down low.
Smith up top. He feeds it to Robinson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 7th assist in the game. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Pass to Monk. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shot clock at 5. From deep. But they get it back.
Well, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Hornets trail by 16. On its way from Monk for 2. Here's Hernan Gomez. Left side Williams. Bridges for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Smith lays it up off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. It's taken away by Smith. It's Randall with the drive.
One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's stolen by Randall. Smith dishes to Robinson. He kicks it to Morris. Smith outside. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. That's good from Randall on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got his 6th assist on the night. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. And here is Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. Over Randall. Misses off the left iron. New York leading by 20. The pass to Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Monk. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And that one falls for Barrett. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And the Knicks miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Bridges. Robinson with the block. Here's Knox. Rozier defending. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Charlotte calls timeout. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walking. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now, here's Rozier. Kicks to Monk. Passes to Bridges. Here's Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
In the corner, Knox with it. It's Robinson high post over Hernangomez. And the shot is long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Fourth foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
A different look for New York. Dotson's checked in for Kevin Knox. Ellington comes in for Barrett. And it's Trier in for Smith. Here's Batum. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Trier. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Ellington. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Dotson. Defended by Batum. Dotson can't hit.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Trier. Pass to Ellington. Robinson left side. The pass to Trier. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Trier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone, not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Here's Batum. After New York gets the 3. Pass to Washington. He kicks it to Martin. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, you know, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. The Knicks leading by 23. Here's Ellington. Lays it up and banks it in. Ellington's got his first 2 points.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Martin. That shot off the mark. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Trier, covered by Martin. Trier passes to Ellington. Here's Dotson. And the rebound goes to Martin. Pass to Washington. That one misses. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets. Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, you know, not taking away the shine from the team.
The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in, and so he hits both.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Here's Trier. Kicks it to Ellington. And the pass to Gibson. And that one, good.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Hornets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Martin finds Batum. Passes it to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Ellington. Back to Trier. The 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Robinson misses.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Martin kicks to Batum. Pass to Washington. Now here's Batum. Tight defense on him. Goes back up. And Hernangomez with the lay-in. Hernangomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Trier, covered by Martin. On the wing, Ellington. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. It's on Nicholas Batum. And last season, Wayne Ellington traded. Still a very valuable shooter, though.
Yeah, Ellington had fallen out of the rotation in Miami before getting traded. He's a proven shooter from outside who has been pretty consistent from deep the last handful of years.
And that one falls for Ellington. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Julius Randle.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And that one misses. The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Now Ellington. Clock at 4. Pass to Dodson. Over Hernangomez. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ellington, the pass to Dodson. To the left wing. A baseline J. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now here is Martin. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. With Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives him. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. You know, sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.